Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming series. I am the Crushinator, and today we are in our final week of the regular season for Storm Division. We've got Dead Gaming taking on Anti-Clown Association in tonight's best of 5 matchup. Teams are in here. We're just making sure everyone's all settled, and we'll be able to get into game number 1. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the cat cam. And I hope you're having a good time. We're getting to the middle of the week here. It's 2 more days of work. If you're, a Monday to Friday like me. We're doing okay. Week started off pretty cursed, but we're getting it back together, and it all starts right here. It's going to be a good matchup between these two squads. Excited to see what they're going to bring out for us. How you doing, Omega Molecule? How you doing, Goon? Alright, looks like they're getting this lobby set. I was making sure they didn't accidentally start with people on the wrong sides. Give them the caster R. Let's go to map select. Let's see what the setup is going to be. We've got Alterac Pass, Braxis Holdout, Garden of Terror, and Towers of Doom banned away for this set. And we're going to start things off on Battlefield of Eternity for game number 1. Exciting stuff. Draft is up. Let's jump on in. Alrighty. Everyone's on the right teams. Everyone's on the right sides. It's tremendous. You love to see it. Anti-Clown Association going to be first to act here. After winning the coin flip and opting for first pick. I imagine Hanzo's going to be pretty high on the list here, considering those in the lobby. But it might be as high enough priority to hit the ban board. We'll have to see what the plan is here from Nintori. Is Nintori at his desk? He indeed is. Diablo going to be the first ban here. Always contested between Vince and Brandon. Dead Gaming looking across. We'll see what they want to control here off the jump. Li Ming going to be banned away. Li Ming only has a couple of maps where she really comes out on, Battlefield being one of them. Volskaya, another one that we sometimes see Li Ming brought out. Li Ming banned away. Wonder if they're gonna... usually we see some healer bans off the top, your Bright Wings and your Lucios and whatnot. We're gonna see a Blaze ban here from ACA. I don't think Dead Gaming needs to ban Hogger here. I doubt Hogger is a first pick for Anti-Clown Association on Battlefield of Eternity. I feel like they're looking for a Vala or a Hanzo off the jump. Possibly a Lucio. I see Genji banned on the top. Okay. Interesting. I guess you could take Genji in the 2-3. Get them before the mid ban if they're worried about that. And it does leave multiple power picks up for Dead Gaming to pick up after Anti-Clown Association selects their first here. We'll see what they want to prioritize. It's going to be that Hanzo for Kelsier. Probably the strongest in that role to be picked up. With all the healers available, picking a healer first wouldn't make much sense. So it will be the Hanzo. I'm interested to see whether this is a power healer plus a Hogger here from Dead Gaming, or if there's something else they want to control before the mid-ban. Maybe they do want to lock in that Vala or something. No, they're going to go Lucio Hogger. Okay. Gojira taking that Hogger. Cheeky's on the Lucio. So they do value Hogger enough to snap that up early, since Blaze has already been banned. Now, Valimar does have a tendency to take Malfurion, so it's not necessarily a snap Brightwing here. They might even hold healer till after the bans. No, it's going to be Rhaegar here for Valimar, opting for that extra PvE damage, and Dudabide's going for the Yrel before any other bruisers are banned away. So no tanks picked up so far. Those are going to be held to the latter half of the draft here. Let's see if there's any tank removals in either of these bands. With Genji off the board, that definitely opens up some picks you can take in the back. You can think about your Valas, you can think about your Falstads. Hanzo feels a lot better without Genji going back there. As we see a Nubarak going to be the ban here. And it will be Vala taken away by Anti-Clown Association. So that leads to the gray main here for Slug Hunter. I was wondering if maybe it would be a Lunara. It could still be a Lunara last for Rhett, as Brandon opts for the Muradin here. Johanna, sort of the big remaining tank left, unless they want to go for some alternate style pick. Possibly a Tyrael. Tyrael Hanzo, not usually something you see. It'll just be the Johanna here for Nintori, and Vince goes for the Junkrat. A lot of displacement available between Yrel, Johanna, and Junkrat here. On the side of Anti-Clown Association, that might make Greymane feel a little less secure. Stepping up there. Rhett with the last pick would like something that can get some damage into that back line. Chromie is one that can do that, but it's not exactly a safe map pick here. It's going to be a Tracer. Okay, so Tracer can go back there and try to harass the Hanzo Junkrat. Just has to watch out for those big Rhaegar slowing totems. Alright, I like the two drafts here. I feel like the wave clear on the side of Dead Gaming is a little bit lacking compared to Anti-Clown Association, but if you just win all the objectives, it doesn't much matter, does it? See if they can do it. Alrighty. Game number 1 is afoot. On the left in the blue, we have Dead Gaming. Cheekies is on Lucio, Rhett playing Tracer, Slug Hunter on Greymane, Brandon is on the Muradin, and we've got Gojira on the Hogger. On the right in the red, it is Anti-Clown Association. Dude Abides going up top on the Yrel, Nintori on Johanna, Valimar is playing Rhaegar, Kelsier is on the Hanzo, and Vince is playing Junkrat. Vince explodes out the gate, and it doesn't let him get ahead. Oh well. How you doing, Shy? How you doing, Leanhart? Yes, Jin is in circular formation, fluffing it up on the bed. Johanna patrolling the mid is going to be met there as the lanes collapse. And these threatening shall commence. Looking at our level 1 talents, just Hanzo with the stacking talent here is... Oh, Rhett taking huge hits is actually going to get last hit by the minion wave there. Ranged minion getting that last spear on out, and first blood goes over to Anti-Clown Association. Hanzo currently 2 stacks out of 20 on that Scatter Arrow quest. We'll see how quickly Kelsier can stack those up. Checking out on the top lane here. Looks like Tracer's going to come on up to harass Dude Abides a little bit. Gojira just cleared that lane. Looks like Rhett was able to sneak on by without being seen on the minimap. We'll see if Yrel is going to spot that double take. I think Hogger was seen moving up to the top side. So it'll just be a simple trade here. Unless Yrel makes a hero play! No hero plays to be had. No hero plays to be had. Looks like Johanna's going to go up to the top lane to support a little bit with the 2-3 setup on both sides and help clear away these Khazra. Bottom side camp getting cleared up there by Dead Gaming as Rhett has rotated on down. Johanna in tow here. Both Yrel and Hogger can clear away those side camps pretty effectively, so they won't need a ton of help. So Tracer moving up to the top side, going to put a little bit of damage onto Yrel. Yrel did go for the Dauntless, getting 35 physical armor upon using abilities, so that will mitigate some of that Tracer poke damage. Past the 2-minute mark, so the teams are getting their Shaman camps all prepped and ready to go. Claimed early there by Anti-Clown Association. That will allow them to potentially look for a pick before the objective phase or get on top of that objective straight away here. Somewhat early pickup from Dead Gaming as well to sort of match that map presence. Tracer on the top side getting a tap. Gojira going to help clear this away. Lucio coming across just to harass those rotations as the Immortals are getting ready to spawn in. Slug Hunter and Rhett in position to start this DPS as soon as possible. Kelsier does have that level 4 Serrated Arrows talent, which will be a good amount of the Immortal burn available here for Anti-Clown Association, as we see very, very close on this initial phase, about 500 damage difference. Looks like Dead Gaming is coming across to try to find a pick here. There's the cleanse onto Kelsier. Natural Agility kind of interrupted there, but still popped back to safety. Dudabides could be in a spot of trouble, looking for a way to jump on out of there, trying to keep that armor high. Gets a little bit of a self-heal. Is Nintori going to take that place? But all of a sudden now they just turn on Nintori. Johanna goes down here. Dudabide's still being chased away. Lucio with those little autos is going to help secure that kill. Dead Gaming with a turnaround double kill. And they may be looking for more here. Vince explodes away Brandon and Rhett. Rhett might be out of jumps here as those grenades pop in. One more is going to be enough for Tracer to move away. All the while here, Slug Hunter has been working on the backside, but this is going to be close either way. Very, very close as two are pushed out, and it looks like Anti-Clown Association actually coming out ahead here. Just barely. Level 7's in for both teams pretty much at the same time here, as a very lightly shielded Immortal pressures its way into the top lane. Got a 4v4 push here as Brandon jumping on out to try to create a little bit of space. There's going to be a root stun coming on out onto Muradin. Brandon taking a lot of damage there. Slug Hunter trying to block some of it, but Muradin just nowhere to go. So many slows will go down here. Dudabide's getting a quick stun there onto Slug Hunter as the objective is cleared away. Kelsier working on that back line. As we see a root up to the top, Tracer is going to recall on the spot here and try to blink away. Great pressure and poke from the side of Anti-Clown Association. Kelsier now up to 14 stacks, going full scatter here with the never outmatched on 7. Cheeky's having a back there. Don't see anything else too out of the ordinary talents-wise, except Johanna actually finishing that subdue on level 4. Is now getting the 80% slow every time the punish is used. Doesn't have to hit 2 heroic targets now. Lucio still working on finishing that pretty similar level 4. I think you've got a boop 4 people? 3 people with a sound wave. Move on to the top lane here. Vince is going to be caught and removed. Nice collapse there from Dead Gaming. Junkrat couldn't find a way out there. All the while, though, Anti-Clown Association is going to pick up that bottom camp. We'll see who they want to rotate up to the top side to stop this push here from Dead Gaming. Slug Hunter going to jump straight on this wall and burn it down very quickly. Next Immortal phase is spawning in. Looks like we are in defensive positions for this next one, so we might see a slow burn on the way to level 10. Shaman camps are up, and ACA is going to claim theirs first. Dead Gaming jumping on theirs here. They know they've got some time due to the defensive position of these Immortals. 10's being picked up by Anti-Clown Association, Dragon Arrow, Ancestral Healing, Blessed Shield, Ardent Defender, and Riptire. Dead Gaming getting 10s of their own. Dudabide's knocking 3 back there to get away from the gank squad. Looks like we've got the Quantum Spike, Go for the Throat, High Five, Portapult, and Avatar here for Dead Gaming. Vince stepping forward there with the safety concussion mine. Brandon going to catch Nintori on this rotation, forcing out an Iron Skin. And the defense continues. Augur clearing out the top lane, Yrel clearing out the bottom lane. They'll start to collapse in on this fight. It looks like Dead Gaming with the aggressive maneuver Oh, Tracer is going to be caught on the low side there by Anti-Clown Association. Great pickoff. That is going to allow them to start to move forward. Junkrat just using that Riptire to clear out the top wave there. Kelsier trying to get an angle to scatter these arrows and does so efficiently from the low corridor. Neutral positions here. Anti-Clown Association trying to collapse on the top side. Dead Gaming is here for the defense. Right now, Tracer just poking away at the bottom side here for Dead Gaming. Slug Hunter stepping up as well. And Notori and Dude Abides don't want to allow that. Rhett flanking around the outside, looking for Vince. Throws down that trap. See if Vince is going to go for the double trap there. Dragon Arrow engage onto the front. Big stun follow-up, and Lucio is caught. Anti-Clown Association with a very nice catch there. Kelsier is going to get a safety ancestral. The Slug Hunter being chased out by Dude Abides. There is the jump and auto, and that is it for Greymane. Double kill for Anti-Clown Association as the rest are forced to flee. This will be Anti-Clown Association wrapping up this objective here. Looks like it's going to be moving through the bottom lane next. Let's get the zoom. Bam! Camera work. Bottom lane already softened up here. As we see Dude Abides finding two here up the top side. Kelsier has finished off that level 1 scatter quest, has the 2 extra projectiles now. As a half-shield immortal is going to be moving into this fort range. Kelsier trying to step up as Nintori is now moving into range. Objective being pretty effectively cleared here by Dead Gaming. Brandon going to jump into the back, finds stun onto Hanzo as the fort goes down. This could be Anti-Clown Association moving in. Dragon Arrow is not going to connect. Blessed Shield is committed there. Two are trying to get behind the wall. Lucio throwing out those high fives. Brandon has the jump, and Dead Gaming is going to get away there. Several ults committed by Anti-Clown Association, and they don't pick up a kill. ACA going to try to rip this camp quickly. They've got the level 13 advantage, but only for a couple more seconds here. And they're down some big heroics. Dead Gaming was looking for someone on that rotation, but they don't find anyone. Oh, then Tori going to walk forward and have to use the Iron Skin to move away. Now the collapse onto the top side here. Vince gets away with the concussion mine, but Slug Hunter is in the area. Great blind timing by Nintori. Cuts out a lot of that Greymane damage. Now they're chasing onto Slug Hunter. Kelsier trying to catch up. Gets a nice scatter. Cheeky's with the movement speed. He is ushering Greymane away. Dead Gaming trying to come up here. They do catch Dude Abides and steal that camp away. Oh, Blessed Shield just missed there. They were trying to get Slug Hunter on top of this keep. Dragon Arrow is still up here as we see the stun. Nice scatter. Dude Abides trying to get the knockback, but Red had too many blinks to move behind the Templar. Is Urel a Templar or just a Paladin? I want to call her a Templar. Pretty sure she's got an ability called like Templar's Verdict or something. I don't know. I'm going to call her a Templar, and there's nothing you can do about it, chat. What are you going to do if I call Urel a Templar? Nothing, that's what. 15 to 14 here. It's Vince getting away from the engaging Murden. Mortal's getting ready to spawn. North-south positions. Dead Gaming going to get some quick damage on it. Junkrat in the bottom lane right now, so ACA 4v5 for the moment. Kelsier gets away from the Stormbolt of Brandon. Centauri tries to cut off the retreat. There is the Hortipult over the top. No stun, though, onto Kelsier. Natural Agility gets him over the wall. Good defensive positioning here by Dead Gaming, but they've only got a few more seconds here before 16s are claimed by Anti-Clown Association. Getting close here. Good defense so far from both sides. Neither team really getting in position to start burning this down. And Tori's going to come across, but nice double stun from Brandon. There's the knock away from Dudabides as Kelsier tries to get in position for some scatters. Now 16s are here for Anti-Clown Association. Root silence onto Rhett. Able to recall just in time. Manages to get away there. Johanna is trying to get this last kill, but enough shielding is there for Rhett to survive. That does create some space here, though. Anti-Clown Association is going to jump onto this objective. Dead Gaming going to reset themselves here. And Tori still has the Blessed Shield, and they are looking for Gojira here on the bottom side. We'll see if they're going to full commit to this. Dudabides mounts up, gets the knockback, but it looks like the rest of the team's not interested in following through with this one. Dragon Arrow into the back, not going to connect there. Brandon did not wiggle too far into that one. Gojira moves in. They're looking for Dudabides, who was knocked all around there, forced to hit the Ardent Defender in order to move away. Double stun from Nintori. Cheekies is going to be caught there. Riptire comes out, and that is it for Lucio. Nice counter engage from Anti-Clown Association as they pick up another Immortal here to push through the top lane.
The demon approaches the gates of heaven.
16s are close for Dead Gaming. Augur in the bottom lane trying to secure that right now. Brandon waiting on the low side. We'll see if the scout is going to come on out. There's the jump stun. They're looking for Kelsier here. Ancestral is committed to keep Hanzo alive. Brandon nearly caught there. Manages to get the long jump out. As they do have those 16. Slug Hunter is slowed by that punish. Lucio's freaking on in there. Get that extra healing out. Oh my goodness, Slug Hunter's got to watch out. These grenades are everywhere as we've got a fairly healthy Immortal starting to push forward here. We'll see if Anti-Clown Association... Oh, Nintori can't get the stun onto Rhett. Blessed Shield committed. Dragon Arrow still available, but that's the only tool left. Anti-Clown Association is going to be forced to back away. Looks like the core... Oh, is actually... Oh, just barely scratched there, down to 91%. It's true, Junkrat is a fair and balanced hero. Fair and balanced, chat. Rhett gonna be stunned there. Oh, Rhett is in big trouble. Is gonna be recalling back into the mix here, and that is it for Tracer. Jiki's nearly caught there on the retreat as well as Dudabide's looking for Lucio right now. Is there gonna be a jump far enough? There's the boost to get away on the top side, but now it's Slug Hunter who's caught. That is a double pickoff from Anti-Clown Association. Great reaction time there as Rhett got a little cheeky moving forward, trying to get the forward scout. And now Anti-Clown Association is moving towards the core. Blessed Shield from Nintori, not going to connect there onto Muradin. Core shielding is now down as we've got a catapult moving in here. Brandon pushing two back. Here's the Riptire, forcing Dead Gaming to start to move away. Lucio going to survive that hit. And Anti-Clown Association sees the reses and will not continue their push. PCA going to get themselves a camp steal here. No biggie to be had. And we're setting up for aggressive positioning on our next Immortal phase. PCA going to try to rip this camp out as quickly as possible. Looks like they will do so.
Repent before my wrath, demon.
Race positions are established here. Stentori tries to move up and get a couple of blinds out. Oh, Dead Gaming realizes they're behind, and they're going to start to come across the map here. Brandon gets the stun over the wall onto Nintori. There's the Iron Skin as Gojira tried to get the trap with the Loot Horde there. Blessed Shield not going to connect that time. They're looking for Rhett here on the low side. There is the double blink. Tracer going to be able to get away. We're 20 versus 17 right now. That is a tough spot to be for Dead Gaming. They've got pressure onto the core on the top side. Catapults are kind of firing all over the place as the Shaman camp pushes in. Brandon going to use the Avatar to move right into the back there, but gets hit by that Giant Slayer Hanzo. Rhett pushed away by the Riptire. As core shielding is starting to be nibbled at a little bit here, and this fight continues. Cheekies tries to move away. Dragon Arrow will not connect. Nice part, but Lucio still caught and taken down there. And Tori catching up to Rhett. That is it for Tracer. Gojira. Oh, it's going to be a double kill. Hanzo and Hogger both go down, but Anti-Clown Association is going to get themselves a very healthy Immortal here. Gojira claims all credit in the chat. As we're getting ready for a bottom lane push here from ACA, but it looks like they might be splitting off. They were looking for Greymane here on the top side.
The demon moves for the gates of heaven.
20 versus soon to be 19 here. Dead Gaming has to hold out for another full level. Hogger's about to be back. Brandon moving away here onto the top side, will be scouted. Silence Root comes on out. Tudabide's in a little bit of trouble, has the self-unstoppable to move away though. Objective is now moving into the core as Brandon is trying to buy some time here in the back line while the rest of the team clears this objective. There's the avatar from Brandon trying to survive. Core is starting to get hit. Here comes the arrow from across the map. Not going to connect there from Hanzo coming out of the base. No play of the game was taken, but still the core is taking too much damage here. Down to 30%. There is the double splash on the heal, and this will be Anti-Clown Association taking game 1 in this best of 5. GG. Solid gameplay there from Anti-Clown Association. Dead Gaming, they were doing their best to work the edges, but it seemed like ACA just had the scout on them every time there. Still, they did what they needed to do to try to come back, just wasn't enough this time. Let's go to the post-game. See what the stats can show us here. Slug Hunter on the Greymane eking away the top hero damage there on the side of Dead Gaming. 33,500 coming out there. Over on the side of Anti-Clown Association, Vince on the Junkrat, a little over 62,000 hero damage, getting ahead of Kelsier in the end. Take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard and prepare for game number 2. Alrighty. To show you that we are going to Dragonshire here for map number 2 as chosen by Anti-Clown Association. Draft is up. Let's jump on in. Here we go. Dragonshire. Of course, we're going to be looking out for those bottom lane anchors. Your Chromies, your Lunaras, your Hanzos, your Junkrats. Sometimes even your Zagaras can make an appearance here on Dragonshire. Of course, the other thing we're going to be looking out for is that Genji. I mean, Genji can appear on any map here in Storm Division, but sometimes here we can see Zeratools crop up, even Tracers, to try to rotate on up, harass that top lane, and just sort of get any sort of edge you can in those lane matchups. Brightwing Hogger going to be banned off the top here, just taking away the power plays as much as possible. One hero that we can see on Dragonshire that honestly feels like we haven't seen in a while is Maiev. I feel like it's been, like last season we saw quite a bit of Maiev, but this season there hasn't been quite as much of that hero coming on through. Now that could be just, you know, Genji being as popular as he is, but I'm wondering if, as you know, as Genji starts to catch more bans, if Maiev sort of comes back into the fold in certain situations. The way Maiev tends to be used here on Dragonshire is someone who can solo a bruiser camp, since there's 3 of those on the map, someone who can quickly clear a wave and then go and enable a gank. So, but it's one that I feel like has been able to be picked up in drafts, but then skipped over for picks like Genji. So I'm interested to see if anyone grabs that here on something like a Dragonshire, or if we get onto something like Tomb of the Spider Queen, if we ever see a Maiev crop up there. Slug Hunter with the first pick, Sylvanas for Dead Gaming, about as down the middle as it gets for a pick. You can play backline, you can play frontline, you can play ambusher, you can do anything you want. Sylvanas will enable it. Antori going to give it another go on that Johanna. Valimar opting for the Lucio this time, with two other S-tier healers banned away. A lot of the cleanses are banned right now. Malfurion is one that can sometimes be picked up as a pseudo-cleanse. Whitemane can make an appearance from time to time. As we see Dahaka Hanzo, the choices for Gojira and Ret. Or they might go the cleanseless route and just go for the deadly one. Go for Stukov. See what the choice will be for Dead Gaming after the mid bans here. ACA looking across here, wondering what they're going to ban. It's going to be that Anubarak. Anubarak Sylvanas, a pretty dangerous combo here on Dragonshire, being able to shut off those towers very effectively. And also a great tank for ganking that top lane. Dead Gaming looking across at the Johanna Lucio. Gonna ban out Chromie. So leaving up the Junkrat to ban away the Chromie here. Interesting priorities. Usually we see Junkrat banned away as a matter of course. But Chromie can do some good work here on Dragonshire, and does a lot more consistent damage, I feel, onto Hanzo than Junkrat does. Nonetheless, Kelsier will be opting for the Junkrat this time for ACA, and due to Bides will happily claim the Blaze. Last two picks here. For Dead Gaming, they need a healer, they need a tank. I imagine Muradin is on the list here for Brandon, but we'll see if they've got another plan in mind. There's that Muradin. Last pick is going to be an Uther. Okay. So a potential very lethal stun train between Muradin, Uther, Dahaka. You can engage with the Dragon Arrow of Hanzo. So they are into a Johanna Blaze here, and a Lucio. So they might be just trying to overpower all that Unstoppable with just infinite stuns, as Vince goes for the Lunara last pick. We have seen this sort of strategy before. It's like, yeah, the opponent has cleanses, the opponent has, disengage, but if we just take every single stun in the book, they can't cleanse them all. That could be what Dead Gaming is going for here. Alright, comps are set. Let's get ready. Here we go. Game number 2. On the left in the blue, we have Dead Gaming. Gojira on the Dahaka, Cheeky's playing Uther, Ret is on Hanzo, Slug Hunter playing Sylvanas, and Brandon is on the Muradin. On the right in the red, we have Anti-Clown Association, Vince on Lunara, Valimar is playing Lucio, Nintori is on the Johanna, Dudabide's playing Blaze, and we've got Kelsier on the Junkrat.
3, 2, 1. Unleash.
ACA currently splitting in between lanes in case there's any Sylvanas shenanigans here in the early game. Valimar will discover Brandon there in the triangle. The Sentinel Wisp discovers the rest. Early game clear here as Dead Gaming controlling the middle for now. Hanzo Junkrat gonna be solo in the bottom lane. Dahaka Blaze solo in the top. So it looks like Cheekies and Brandon trying to catch someone unaware on this. Valimar going to come across, get stunned, and get taken out here. That is the quickness of the Dead Gaming style engage, and they're going to be lethal with that pre-level 10. Nice stun in the middle of the lane. Follow-up from Uther. Iron Skin is going to be peeled away here as Notori taking quite a bit of damage, but manages to get out of there. Slug Hunter getting poked by Vince in kind. Kelsier and Rhett trading blows here. Is Kelsier going to tap? Rhett going to... Oh, no. Okay, just going to use the regen globe. Right side camp being worked on by Anti-Clown Association. No one jumping on those bruisers just yet. Check it on the top lane here. Dahaka and Blaze. Pretty even battle, both around half health. As Dudabide's getting a quick work here. Sylvanas comes across to defend a dragon. Ventori gonna start the channel as Brandon interrupts. Brandon's starting to take a few hits here as Vince is just laying on that poison. There's the jump away. Times it out well. Dragon Knight still claimed, though. Because Dahaka was not able to get the top side. Hanzo was not able to get the bottom side. Oh, Valimar coming up to get that kill on Dahaka there. That'll be the Bruiser camp denied as well. Very timely pick from Anti-Clown Association. More Phoenix and Orphea in NGS. I do see a Phoenix every now and again. There's a couple of Phoenix players. Got Filth and Juan Pablo being the two that come to mind. But the only Orphea I ever see come out is Madara. I don't see anyone else venturing onto that character. Oh, Ret forced to use that natural agility there. That could be trouble for Hanzo. Cheekies has the heal, though. Will force ACA to back up. Anti-Clown Association gets the top bruiser. They're thinking about this bottom bruiser next as they're doing a great job of controlling the macro and controlling the map in the early game. Pretty even on XP if we take a look here. Ever so slightly ahead in all categories. Dead Gaming does get their siege camp to try to combat the bruisers in the bottom lane. Gojira getting a pull there, but there's a minion wave to soak the tower shots. Now coming up is Valimar. Oh, actually, Hanzo going to be taken out on the low side. Junkrat and Johanna set up a little mini gank there. We missed that one while we were trying to catch the action up here. That is going to allow this camp to push right into the wall and Kelsier to push uncontested for the moment. Slug Hunter is going to have to head back to deal with that. Hanzo coming up soon. This Junkrat's going to mount up and try to get away.
It won't be long before the shrines are ready for the taking.
Shrine's getting ready to come back up here. Bottom side cleared away, but not before it deals pretty significant damage to the wall. Junkrat just in position to quickly grab this, if possible. Right side siege is about to come up here for ACA as Nintori scouts the invade. Dead Gaming moves on back as they see the jig is up. Hawk and Blaze going to keep on 1v1ing up there for the moment. Lunara trying to finish up this bottom camp. We'll do so in just a moment. Brandon over the wall here, trying to find a stun. They're going to find one onto Vince. Lunara trying to walk it away, does so. ACA does have their 10s here. There is a cleanse. Brandon starts the jump. Here comes the Riptire into the back. Looking for anyone here. Rhett manages to wiggle away. Cheekies is going to get bopped there. There's the follow-up from Lucio, and Uther is going to go down. All the while, Dragon Knight is captured by Anti-Clown Association while they keep on pressuring with their 10s. Great route onto Slug Hunter. Gets some heals from Ghost Uther, but it will not be enough. Another couple kills here for Anti-Clown Association as they push in with their Dragon Knight. Brett taking a few hits there from Lucio. As mid fort will go down. Junkrat continuing to ferry the remnants of this camp here. As the Dragon Knight is about to expire. Looks like the wall will go down to the Flame Breath. There's the ripping arrow. He's going to hit Lunara in the back. There's the high five. Silence arrow is going to land onto 2 here. Unstoppable was already popped, though, by Johanna, and ACA will get away. You say they let Junkrat through again, but honestly, I've seen Kelsier do some very magical work on Chromie as well. So it's kind of a worst of both worlds situation. Brandon over the top here, trying to create some space on this camp. And Tori going to step up and not going to allow that. There's the contest. Johanna sees the rest of the team kind of being held away, though. And there is going to be a further chase. Unstoppable pot by Lucio. There is the bunker thrown down by Blaze as well. Camp claimed here by Dead Gaming. Can they get Murden on out? There is the Divine Shield to get Brandon back to safety. Brett gonna start this camp here, but Anti-Clown Association, they're thinking about an invade. Dead Gaming is together. Here comes Dude Abides. There's the Blessed Shield onto the front line. They're looking for Ojira, who goes into the stasis, though. There's the ward on the camp. Stolen by Anti-Clown Association. Can they get this last hit? Yes, they can. Dahaka goes down. Great scout, great invade there by Anti-Clown Association. They get the steal, they get the kill, and now they're going to look to get this last fort. Kelsier coming on down. Dragon Arrow not going to connect there from Rhett. There's the trade. Hanzo is going to go down. Brandon trying to get this hit onto Kelsier. Will not get it. Junkrat survives. Solo kill in the bottom lane. Now Valimar is coming across here. Force another tower shot onto Brandon. They continue to chase here. They don't want to let Murden's auto heal activate. Huge stun from Dude Abides. There's the dwarf toss over the wall. Cheeky's in trouble here, taking a ton of damage on the way out. Sylvanas going to go down. Uther is going to go down. Gojira in the mix, trying to use that movement speed to get away, but Valimar says, no chance, buddy. Triple kill for Anti-Clown Association, and now they're looking at the mid lane. Just putting on an absolute clinic here on Dragonshire is Anti-Clown Association. Minions should be able to wrap up this keep no problem as Brandon and Rhett are going to force Vince to move away. Mid keep goes down. Looking like another snappy dragon here as Tori starts the channel, and there it is. 16s and another Dragon Knight for ACA. And it looks like the bottom lane is going to be their focus for the meantime. Dead Gaming in a tough position here. They know they can get some catch-up experience if they can get a kill off the back of this push. Brandon is starting to wrap around, but is going to be spotted by that Wisp. Now the stun in the root, they're going to push Brandon into the mix here off that silencing trap. Muradin is going to be pushed out. Saved that hit. Kelsier in the back is going to be hit by the Dragon Arrow. But Brandon, with no possible engage, is going to be forced to move away. Gojira, is taking a lot of hits here. Chased out by Valimar, picking up that kill. Dahaka goes down. Brandon is low as Valimar continuing to chase on forward. Blessed Shield not going to hit onto Rhett. And Tori was looking for another pick there, but it looks like all they're going to be able to pick up is this keep. Oh no, Cheeky's going into the wrong neighborhood. Is going to have to hit the D-shield in order to walk away. Sylvanas goes down in the back line. Lucio and Blaze picking up that one. Now ACA, they have a player advantage right now. As two are going to be stunned. That was in the middle of a dwarf toss. Cheekies is low, being chased out here. Gets low, barely gets into the base. Hanzo is going to be going down after finishing that scatter quest. That is Tahaka next to go down. And Anti-Clown Association with the 5v2 right now is going to be focusing core. Dead Gaming not even going to bother coming out of the base for this one. Anti-Clown Association, with a dominant performance here on Dragonshire, is going to go up 2-0 in this best of 5. GG. Solid performance there from Anti-Clown Association, just controlled from start to finish. Dead Gaming just never really could find their footing there. They got that early kill off that Uther, but then they couldn't find another one after that. Let's go to the post-game. See what the stats can tell us here. Slug Hunter on the Sylvanas, nearly 29,000 hero damage coming on out for Dead Gaming. Notably a deathless performance there from Brandon, despite being in the mix quite a bit. Over on the side of Anti-Clown Association, 39,500 for Lunara. Only one death on poor Valimar. Take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard and get prepared for game number 3. Alrighty. We're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen here for game number 3. Once again, as chosen by Anti-Clown Association. See who's got the goods. We'll see who's got the drafts. So it looks like we're starting up, so let's jump in. Alrighty. Loading up for our draft number 3. Dead Gaming will be first to act here. We'll see what the priority shifted all here on Tomb of the Spider Queen as Junkrat does get banned this time around. No traps, no silencing traps to be found this time. No concussion mine shenanigans. And no big red machines either. Diablo banned by Anti-Clown Association. I was talking about it earlier. I want to see if it comes through. Show me that Maev. Lunara banned out by Dead Gaming. Wanting to change up that damage profile that ACA presented there in game number 2. And Johanna banned out by ACA. Okay. Valuing the pick enough to not want to give it away as a first pick. All healers available, all offlaners available, and Gojira will grab that Blaze first pick here for Dead Gaming. Lucio Hanzo is my call. I'm calling Lucio Hanzo. What's it gonna be, ACA? Show me the goods. Malfurion Chromie. That's basically Lucio Hanzo. You've got to give that one to me, chat. Despite me being 0 for 2 in being right, I was basically right. There's that Malfurion I mentioned that Valimar tends to favor. Kelsey are going for that Chromie that got banned last game as Junkrat not available here. Dead Gaming looking across. They've got their Blaze locked up. We'll see if maybe they want to grab a tank before the mid ban. They will grab that Anubarak, and Slug Hunter opts for the Tychus. Anti-Clown Association, their next ban getting ready here. Tychus has some good stuns on that front line to be able to step up and just burn down whatever target they find. See if there's going to be any good disengage options picked up by ACA. They've played the Urel so far this series, as there's that Lucio ban. Dead Gaming looking across at Malfurion Chromie. Gonna ban the Stitches. I was thinking maybe ban on Garrosh, But Stitches definitely does this, a similar sort of thing from a safer distance. We'll see if Nintori is going to flex into that Garrosh or if they've got a different plan to set up that Malfurion. Anti-Clown Association looking to round out the rest of their draft. There's the Yrel, and it's going to be Sylvanas for Vince. So you got the Yrel disengaged to try to knock away Tychus for burning down that front line. Nintori holding for last pick here. Dead Gaming looking to round out their draft. Genji is available. If they want to go that route. Oh, Rhett is going to go for the Maiev, and Cheeky's onto the Stukov. That is a murder pile that has been picked up by Dead Gaming. Going all in with this setup. Considering the all-in nature, I wonder if Nintori wants Tyrael. I don't know if they've got the rest of the comp to support Tyrael, but against this, I feel like it's Tyrael. You're going to go for the Varian instead. Okay, so we got a Varian Malfurion sort of setup. Varian, one of the healthier tanks available with that level 4 health boost. Okay. Well, it's going to be up to ACA to try to repulse this extreme ult bomb that is incoming here from Dead Gaming. Here we go. Game number 3. On the left in the blue, we have Dead Gaming once again. Rhett is on the Maiev, Gojira playing Blaze, Brandon is on Anubarak, Cheeky's on the Stukov, and Slug Hunter is playing Tychus. On the right in the red, Anti-Clown Association, Valimar on Malfurion, Kelsier is playing Chromie, Nintori on Varian, Dude Abides is on the Yrel, and Vince is playing Sylvanas. Game number 3. ACA could be wrapping up this series right here. Dead Gaming looking to stage their reverse sweep in this best of 5 series. No questing talents here on level 1, as Rhett taking a little bit of a combo there from Valimar and Kelsier. Rotation shall commence. One thing to watch out for is the bottom siege camp at the 1 minute mark. Sometimes we see a heavier rotation. This time I'm guessing it would be from Dead Gaming if they opt for that route, as usually the Bully the Varian style is pretty popular. A double body block. Gonna get a good chunk of health away from Gojira, but will not secure a kill. Blaze going to start on the back camp here for Dead Gaming. So not going straight for the bottom camp. Instead, they're going to get their bruisers out. Anti-Clown Association knows that they're weak until level 4, so they're just going to get the camp on their side of the map here. Rhett and Gojira coming on down. Dude Abide's going to avoid the possible gank from the melee frontliners. Counter bruisers are claimed here, as Dead Gaming going to get some pressure on the wall. Stukov going to lock that gate with the lurking arm. Nintori pulled into the backline for the moment. Brandon can't get the stun, but Gojira can. Nintori is very low, dipping below 100 health there. Does manage to survive. Quite a bit of damage done to this mid-wall by Dead Gaming, but both turrets do still stand. Fours are here, and Varian is a real lad now, shield and all. Nintori looking for something. Gets the charge there onto Slug Hunter, but then forced to move away from those tower shots. On the bottom side, Dude Abide's thinking about starting up this camp, but Rhett and Gojira see that immediately and bully their way on. Here comes ACA, here comes Dead Gaming as well. Rhett and Gojira not going to stick around to tell the tale. That'll be ACA picking up that camp. Very occasionally, if you're lucky, You'll see a full 5v5 throw pit onto the bottom camp at like a minute 30. But we didn't get that this game. Unfortunately. It's almost like these teams don't even love you, chat. They don't want to see you enjoy the memes. Instead, they want to, like, compete and win games. Unreal. Varian looking for the charge taunt here. Throw a little damage onto Blaze. On the top side, rotations continue as both teams approaching their not level 50, but their 50 gem count. Tori wants a taunt there, but Rhett with a very nice vault of the Wardens. Avoids that setup. Chromie may have been caught here. Kelsier starting to move away. There is the sleep, though, onto Maiev. Chromie still going to go down as Slug Hunter never stopped giving chase. And first blood goes to Dead Gaming. That does give Urel some space to turn in 19 here on the bottom side, putting ACA within 20. And Tori and Vince, the majority shareholders here for Anti-Clown Association. See if Dead Gaming can create some space to drop some of these gems off. Looks like Slug Hunter, the main breadwinner right now. Gojira's got 18 as well. But Dudabide's not going to let that one go for free. Kelsier got to watch out there. Brandon and Gojira looking for trouble there. Slug Hunter does drop off 25. Vince is going to drop off 16, and that is enough. The Red Web Weavers are on the way here for Anti-Clown Association. Uh-oh. Possible charge onto Gojira in the bottom lane, holding 21 right now. There is the charge taunt. They block the jet propulsion. There's the follow-up route. Slowing Sands comes out from Chromie. They want this kill. Nice knockback. Blaze is going to drop 21 here in the bottom lane and take a lazy river ride before expiring. Very timely pickoff there from Anti-Clown Association. It's now Valimar trying to cut off the retreat from Brandon, but a nice sidestep there by Anubarak. You're all pushing solo in the bottom lane as Blaze goes to respond. Anti-Clown Association about a level ahead here. Mostly on the back of Minion Soak, actually. As Vince taking some hits there. Nice follow-up from Rhett, and that'll be Dead Gaming picking up that kill. That'll definitely help even up the time to level 10. And Tori going to be pulled back into the action. There's a nice silence and a great body block there. Wow. Varian taken out, blocked into that lurking arm. Dead Gaming does have enough for a turn in here. That'll be enough with those two. Blue Web Weavers will respond as Dead Gaming does lock in their 10s first. We're looking at the Containment Disc, Bunker, Odin, Cocoon, and Stukov still considering what the choice is going to be here. Anti-Clown Association has 10s of their own. We're looking at the Warbringer here for Varian. Slowing Sands, Tranquility, Wailing Arrow, and Ardent Defender. Massive Shove was ultimately the choice for Stukov. Blue Web Weavers are crashing, doing some good damage here to the mid lane. As Brandon tries to ward away any rotations. And Tori looking at a flank right now, but won't get a charge taunt. First charge. Oh, Brandon comes up a little bit short there, but nice peel with the Impale to move away. Mid-fort going to fall. Top Web Weaver is going to go down before it can finish that wall. And now the charge onto the bottom lane. Oh, they stopped the jump from Dudabides, but the Hand of Freedom is enough movement speed to get back to safety. Urel going to hang on to those 19 gems. Dead Gaming wanting to take that bottom camp quickly here. Looks like they should have time to rip that one. As Anti-Clown Association opts for their Bruiser. Maiev with the Naisha's Memento is able to solo this Bruiser camp. So a nice split there, and a possible fort takedown from Dead Gaming. As they put on the pressure early, they've got themselves a little bit of a structure lead right now. Looks like bottom fort going to be saved, no problem. I believe Tychus is still the majority holder. Tychus and Blaze holding the most gems here as we got a charge taunt here on the front. Nice root follow-up, but now we've got the silence onto Varian, and Tori has to walk away. Maiev caught there in the time trap from Kelsier. Oh, that's trouble for Chrome. He put into the containment disc. Now the engage from Dead Gaming. They're trying to get Sylvanas, and they do. That growing lurking arm was enough. Kelsier able to get away from Rhett there with a combo of abilities. ACA a little bit on the back foot right now, down 4 kills to 1. They're about to be down level 13s. So far, they haven't left too many gems on the ground. $27 going to be turned in here on the bottom side. That will be enough for the next blue Web Weaver turn-in. Anti-Clown Association trying to get their 13s to get ready for this defense, as Dead Gaming looks to be setting up on the top lane first. 13s are in. So now Red is looking for an engage. Tori ending up getting caught in the Chromie time trap there. Huge damage onto Anubarak. Sylvanas is traded out though. Anubarak had big negative armor from the fort, and Kelsier capitalized. Containment disc not going to land onto Valimar as top fort is taken out here. Rhett gets a quick pull there. Will be rooted though. Gojira has the bunker to avoid being hit by those tower shots. Dead Gaming continuing to put on the pressure here. Might be looking for this bottom fort next. They are streaking their way down to take a possible 3 structure lead. Anti-Clown Association will be missing quite a bit of vision without these structures. So they've got to be very careful with how they manage these lanes. Dead Gaming now has a lot more of the map to work with. They're still about 30 gems from their next turn-in, though, so there won't be a quick back-to-back on these blues. Anubarak keeping an eye on that top boss. Dudeabide sitting on 40 right now. Would love to hand those in. That's trouble for Blaze in the mid. Nice stun follow-up. Blaze goes down. Man, with Malfurion hitting raw roots in lane is so tough for Dead Gaming, because it's such a long amount of time that you're stuck in one spot that the enemy can just communicate and get their cooldowns in order to take you out even from full health. Dead Gaming is down 1, but they're very close to their 16s here. They might go in for this defense. Anubarak is caught by the time trap and will be taunted there. Brandon in big trouble, will go down. Dudeabide stepping forward to avoid being tethered by Maiev. But that is a follow-up kill from ACA, and it looks like they're going to grab themselves a boss off of this. Kelsier working on kiting this boss around as Malfurion able to drop off a quick heal. Rhett going to aid into the boss clear, not going to jump into the pit there despite the 16s. And Tori getting shoved away, as now ACA has their 16s. Looks like they're doing a turn-in as well. So they'll get some good lane pressure here on the top side. Urel dealing with the bottom lane, as the rest of the team is up here. Containment disc not going to land there onto Vince as ACA does retreat with the arrival of Brandon. Boss will smite itself upon the fort, but Web Weavers are on the way. It looks like Anti-Clown Association is going to be stopping by the mid first. Charge Taunt comes out onto Tychus. There's a silence arrow following it up, but the dash did connect first. Looks like we've got a little bit of a drop for me. Alright, looks like we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Tychus did get caught there in the midst. Looks like Silence Arrow was used. Sorry about that. We are back. I had a little bit of an internet hiccup. But 2 forts down. Possibly more here for Anti-Clown Association as they look to finish off this top fort. Varian looking for a flank here on the edge, but none has been found. And all of a sudden, Anti-Clown Association evens up the fort count. Coming across here, there's the charge. Brandon is able to be unstoppable quickly enough, though. As Rhett moves on forward for an engage, Dudabide's taking some damage there. Cocoon goes out onto Varian as the Ardent Defender is forced onto Yrel. Dudabide's jumping back to safety as Nintori trying to walk it on back. Manages to intervene onto Vince, but Gojira with a follow-up stun. Maiev is just making sure nobody can leave here. Bunker comes on out, they're trying to get the roast onto Yrel, and they do. Dead Gaming picking up a kill in that extended engage there. Nicely done by Dead Gaming. Fortunately, all they're going to be able to do is get their back camping. (18-18) here, as Dead Gaming tries to push out their top lane. Anti-Clown Association still waiting on Yrel. Chromie back getting some mana here. They do have 50 gems. Valimar would love to be able to drop off those 16 in a moment, but it looks like they're waiting on Gojira in the bottom lane. They see the party in the mid, so they just back up and wait for support. Dead Gaming does have barely enough. It looks like they'll need everybody. Not sure if Blaze has any gems on hand. Yeah, it looks like they do. They need Gojira to turn in, but they do. They have created enough space for Gojira to turn in safely, so that will be blue web weavers on the way, with top and bottom pretty well pushed in for Dead Gaming. Tori going to be pulled out on the front here. Brandon was looking for an extra stun, but does not find it. Dead Gaming going to be focusing on the bottom lane as the Web Weaver getting ready to spawn in. Blaze ushering forward the mid Web Weaver. And the push continues. Brett moves into the back. Varian is put into the cocoon. They're trying to break him out as quickly as possible. Brandon goes over the top. There's the follow-up from Blaze, but a nice time stop from Chromie. And Tori is able to get away there after avoiding quite a bit of that damage and getting the extra armor from the time troubles. Uh-oh, Malfurion is put into a containment disc here. Will the follow-up be good? There is Malfurion just blown to pieces under that lurking arm. Dead Gaming has taken the bottom keep, and they might be looking for more here. Kelsier taking a little bit of a peppering. So it looks like Dead Gaming just going to rotate over to the mid keep. ACA does find their 20s, but they are down a healer right now. So they got to watch out on how they engage. They're going to have to be able to disengage very quickly. There's the taunt onto Brandon. Gets a lot of damage, and Nubrak's actually going to go down here. ACA with the healerless 4v5 defense. They're looking for Gojira next. That is Gojira to go down, and they aren't done. ACA chases forward. That is Maiev to go down. Dudabides manages to heal up as Nintori chases onto Slug Hunter. Is this chase still not done here? Jiki's trying to get away on the bottom side. Yrel's actually going to be sniped there by Tychus. Vince has got to watch out. Jiki's gets the pop. And oh no! Chromie with the snipe! Stukov needed one more auto attack, but Kelsier is a bad, bad man and gets that kill. ACA with the odd number. Oh no! Slug Hunter with another grenade kill in the top lane. We barely caught it on the camera there. But still, ACA with their remaining 3 are going to try to rip this boss. Not much Tychus can do about it unless he's got yet another grenade from the heavens. This looks like it's going to be an ACA boss. Slug Hunter. We're just gonna do the Slug Hunter cam for a minute. That was nasty. That was a sweet double kill. Alright, Slug Hunter. You have been officially deemed player of this point in the game. Well done. Although Kelsier made a great play too. Kelsier, you get the cam too. Here we go. Kelsier with the Poggies play, saving with the double Sandblast snipe earlier. Good job, Kelsier. Right now, Anti-Clown Association looking to gather up the last few gems they need for their next turn-in. Just getting this map as red as they can. Dead Gaming are full strength here. Blaze working on the back bruiser camp. ACA getting their camp out as well. A little bit wary of an invade. Dude Abides is going to keep an eye on things. Looks like both teams going to get their bruisers out without too much of a problem. And now it's the waiting game. Who will be spotted? Chromie, of course, has that talent on level 1 to be able to scout anywhere on the map she pleases. Valimar trying to drop off 2 here. Because why not? 2 have been dropped off. Dead Gaming controlling the mid for the meantime. As Rhett looking for more, will not find the tether onto Kelsier. Odin and Bruiser Camp pushing on in. Charge onto Slug Hunter, but no taunt to be had. There's the move onto that backline. Malfurion walking away from the lurking arm, pops that Tranquility. There's the cocoon onto Varian. There's the containment disc onto Yrel, but that's a lot of ults evaded there by ACA. Nubrak getting away from the top lane. This time it looks like Dead Gaming is going to be able to get on out of there. You know, Elitebot, I'm not 100% certain that's where Kelsier got the name. I don't know how long he's had that name, but it is oddly familiar, is it not? Kelsier on 22 will have enough for this turn-in for ACA. And the Red Web Weavers are now on the way. Nintori was thinking about a move in there, but not going to commit without the damage in range. Wow, Brandon going way into the back there, getting that extra turn in, but the taunt turnaround is great. Anubarak is going to go down. Oh no, Dead Gaming may have overstepped here. Dude Abides going to be pulled in there. That's a full death onto Anubarak. Brandon desperately trying to make something happen. As the Red Web Weavers are going to spawn in. And Tori going to get a quick charge. Will not commit the taunt there on the Slug Hunter. Red Weaver moving on in. Brett does have the double jump on that Vault of the Wardens now. Slug Hunter burning down this objective, but there's the Sleep Silence going out onto Blaze. Gojira in some trouble here, gets the jet propulsion, but Blaze will go down. Midkeep in trouble. 15 seconds on Anubarak. 55 on Blaze. Can Anti-Clown Association find the picks they need? Rhett able to move away, but there's the taunt onto the Stukov. Sleep is the good follow-up. Cheekies will go down. Anti-Clown Association still looking for more here as they move towards the core. 3 on the defense here for Dead Gaming. This is their series on the line. They put Yrel away in the cocoon to try to buy a little bit of time, but the taunt goes out onto Anubarak, and boom! Another huge pick there from ACA. Now they're looking for Rhett next. That is Maiev to go down. Slug Hunter being chased out as Vince gets the blink. That is it for Tychus. A full team wipe for Anti-Clown Association to crown off a 3-0 in this best of 5. GG. Well played. Anti-Clown Association coming out swinging today are going to get the 3-0 victory. Dead Gaming, they didn't give up. They were doing their best throughout all that series, trying to find the openings that they could, and they were looking pretty good here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, but just a couple turn-ins, a couple team fights, and ACA swings that momentum to finish off the 3-0. Let's go to the postgame. Check out the stats here. Slug Hunter on the Tychus, top in all categories for Dead Gaming. Top Siege, top Hero, top Soak. Over on the side of Anti-Clown Association, Chromie with 62,000 hero damage. Very nicely played by Kelsier. We'll take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard and get ready to close out today's broadcast.